Just be very creative in our thinking. Just take few seconds to think how you want to make a difference. How would you change the world, my dear?
I will try to get a lot of money to kill world hunger.
I would help the poor.
Like when my mom she makes soup, whenever we don't eat it, I can just give it to the homeless people so they can eat something.
I would inspire people by helping others.
Helping the homeless people.
I would become rich and give poor people money.
That's right. My rich people. He'll become rich and give people money. So do not just wait to be rich. As you grow to get rich, you start right now. Start making a difference, okay? Start sharing, all right?
The way I'll change the world, I'll go around the world preaching the gospel to everyone and giving them medicine just in case they get sick. And I'll also give money to the poor all around.
You will make a difference, all of you. This month is Women's History Month, from the 1st of March to the 31st of March. Thank you. Okay. Today we are talking about just phenomenal women that have made a difference. February, I know you guys, we talked about Maya Angelou. So today, as we start, we are going to read a poem by Maya Angelou, and then we go into all the different things, okay, all the different great women's history that have made a difference, that have shaped history in one way or the other. The poem says, "Life Doesn't Frighten Me" by Maya Angelou. Shadows on the wall, noises down the hall. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Bad dogs barking loud, big ghost in the cloud. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Mean old Mother Goose, lions on the loose, they don't frighten me at all. Dragons biting flames on my counterplane, that doesn't frighten me at all. I go boo, make them shoo. I make fun where they run. I won't cry, so the fly. I just smile, they go wild. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Tough guys fighting all alone at night. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Panthers in the park, strangers in the dark. No, they don't frighten me at all. That new classroom where boys all pull my hair, kisses little girls with their hair in curls. They don't frighten me at all. Don't show me frogs and snakes and listen for my scream. If I am afraid at all, it's only in my dreams. I have got a magic charm that I keep up my sleeve. I can walk the ocean's floor and never have a breath. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Not at all. Not at all. Life doesn't frighten me at all. So, I don't know what has been making you scared, but I love this poem because she's telling about all the little things. She talks about the people, the bullies, kind of bullies in class. She talks about the lion. She talks about so many things. She says she has something up her sleeve that she keeps up her sleeve. I walk the ocean's floor and never have to breathe, meaning that she can swim. She can dive in the pool and she can swim, and she holds her breath for a certain amount of seconds and then she comes back up. She's not frightened. So I hope we have swimmers here. I hope we have people that are not scared. So many things are going to try to make you scared in life. Good job, Miss Olivia. Miss Olivia, I'm so happy to have you on today. And you know, so many things that are going to happen, but don't be scared, okay? I'm not scared, so my friends, you cannot be scared. Rebecca Lee Crumpler, the first Black woman to be a doctor of medicine in the United States. Write these names down. Even if you don't remember the last name, if you remember the first name, is good. Rebecca Lee Crumpler. By the side, you write it, the first Black woman medical doctor in America. Rebecca Lee Crumpler was the first African-American woman to earn a medical degree in the United States. She was also one of the first African-Americans to write a medical book. Don't forget, if you forget that she was the first female doctor, don't forget that she wrote a medical book. She was raised by her aunt in Pennsylvania. Her aunt often cared for sick neighbors. That influenced Rebecca's decision to pursue a career in medicine. She worked as a nurse till until 1860. In 1860, Rebecca was admitted to the New England Female Medical College. She graduated with a medical degree in 1864. And the American Civil War had just ended and slavery was over. Crumpler recognized the need for urgent medical care among the newly freed enslaved people in Richmond. So she worked with many missionaries and Black community groups to help them. MLB's first Black woman coach, Bianca Smith, was hired as a major league coach for the Red Sox. So she worked for the Red Sox for she was their coach. She was the first female Black coach, okay, to play. You see the baseball bat she has, okay, making her the first Black coach in the MLB's 159-year history. Okay, Smith played softball at the New England-based Dartmouth College and went on to serve in coaching roles at Case Western Reserves in Ohio, the University of Dallas. Okay, she served as an intern in the baseball operation department for the Cincinnati Reds and the Texas Rangers. Smith graduated with the MBA in sport management with the emphasis in organizational behavior from the Weatherhead School of Management at Case Western Reserve University in Cleveland, Ohio. She also has a Juris Doctor's with the emphasis in sports law for the Case Western Reserve University School of Law, obtained in May 2017. According to this book, has a law degree. Don't forget that. Bianca Smith. She's a Black female coach, the first Black female coach with a law degree. Next slide, please. This is going to be exciting because I'm going to ask a lot of fun questions. Yes. Mae C. Jemison. Mae, okay, first Black woman in space. All right. Mae was the first African-American woman to become an astronaut. I love that. Don't forget that name. She was a part of the crew of the space shuttle Endeavour, which orbited Earth for more than a week in 1992. She received a scholarship to attend Stanford University in California. She graduated with a degree in chemical engineering. After that, Jemison attended medical school at Cornell University in New York. She worked as a doctor first in Los Angeles and California, and then with a Peace Corps in West Africa. She applied to the National Aeronautics and Space Administrator, NASA, to become an astronaut. She was one of only 15 out of 2,000 applicants accepted by NASA. In 1992, Jemison flew aboard the shuttle Endeavour as the science mission specialist. At that time, she was the only female African-American astronaut. Don't forget that. And she did that in 1992. I'm giving you hints. Okay, Bessie Coleman, the first Black woman pilot. Her family, okay, she was the first African-American, Bessie Coleman, the first woman pilot. Okay, she was the first African-American woman to obtain an international pilot license, soaring to new heights that Black people in the United States had never reached before. Her family was very poor, and she had to work to help earn some money. But she was interested in learning and working hard at that as well. She saved up money and applied to U.S. flight school. But every school rejected her because she was Black and a woman. Don't forget, she saved money, she worked hard, saved money. Sometimes you're going to want to do some things. Sometimes you're going to find that you want to go to space, but your mommy and daddy can't afford it. So if you really want to go to space that bad, maybe we start selling lemonade during the summer, we start baking cookies, something. So you have to put effort. That's what I'm trying to share here. For all of you, we don't have no babies here. Think about ways you can also help. You have a dream, think about ways you can pursue it, okay? That's going to be our next month, okay? Next month, we are going to sit down and we are all going to discuss ways to get to my dream, ways to reach my dream. So it says she saved money, but all the schools rejected her because she was Black and she was a woman. A friend suggested she move to France and attend school there. She did that. She performed in air shows around the country. Coleman was one of the 5 women to be chosen for the American Women's Quarters program in 2023. The program honors women who have made a contribution to the country in a variety of fields. Mary Jackson, first Black woman to work as an engineer for NASA. Okay, if we remember, for all my old friends that have been here, we did the last time Katherine Jackson. So Katherine Johnson. So this is Mary Jackson, the first Black woman to work as an engineer for NASA. She was a mathematician as well as an aerospace engineer. In addition to her professional work, Jackson was known for her volunteer work at NASA and her community. So she did not just work at NASA, she also did community work. I want to believe that she also helped young kids. She also helped college students with mathematics because she was a mathematician. So if we do more research, we're going to share. And she also had these little meetings like what we are having now to motivate the kids and the young ones that they can be anything they set their minds to be. So I'm here also to tell you, you can be anything you set your minds to be. So in 1951, Jackson started working at the NACA, the National Advisory Committee for Aeronautics in Hampton. NACA was the predecessor of NASA. Jackson worked as an aerospace engineer for 20 years. In 1979, she became a manager of the women's program at NASA. She decided to take that administrative post because she wanted to improve, okay? So, improve the opportunities for all women in NASA. Jackson's contribution to the space program received great recognition after her death. So we are talking now today about Jackson, okay, Mary Jackson. A lot of us did not know about Mary Jackson until now. So I want you to know, again, you are what we are waiting for. You will make history, okay? All of you are going to make history, and children all around the world, grown-ups, people all around will read about you. They will meet you. They will come to meet you because I know that for a fact. You're not empty. You're made of substance, so you will make history. Meisha Ross Porter, the first Black woman to be New York School Chancellor, okay? Meisha Ross Porter made history when she was named as New York City School Chancellor, making her the first Black woman to lead the largest public school system in the country. Hey, okay, the first Black woman in the whole of America to lead this post. Okay. Prior to taking on the role as chancellor, she served as the Bronx executive superintendent, where she was deeply invested in sharpening school leaders' equity lenses and building collaborative practice across the school. So what did she do? She made sure that all across, she made history when she was named as New York's school counselor, so the whole school, and she's the first Black woman to hold this position, meaning that she tries to make sure there's uniformity in all the schools in New York, all the public schools. So if these public schools have 3 books, okay, of the same title, one school in one borough in Bronx, she makes sure these schools in Queens have the same thing. So if we give all the pens, 5 pens, to the school in Staten Island, we are going to make sure we give 5 pens to the other school in Queens or Jamaica, New York, in all the other boroughs, okay? Brooklyn, Queens, Midtown. We are going to make sure everybody, Bronx, we are going to make sure she makes sure all the school systems tries to make sure that uniform, tries to make sure that they get everything they need, computers, try to make sure that everything the kids need to succeed is given to them. So this is a beautiful, beautiful post. I like that. I like that. Hettie Mc Daniel. So she is the first Black woman to win an Academy Award. So when we talk about Academy Award, so I want one person to raise their hands and tell me what's an Academy Award. The first Black woman to win an Academy Award. In 1895 to 1952, American actress and singer Hettie Mc Daniel became the first African-American to be honored with an Academy Award. She won the Oscar for Best Actress in a Supporting Role in 1939 for her role of Mommy in the film Gone with the Wind. It's a beautiful movie in 1939. McDaniel made her film debut in 1932, but she did not land her first major part until she appeared in director John Ford's George Priest in 1934. During World War II in 1939 to 45, McDaniel organized entertainment for Black troops towards the end of the war. In 1947, she became the first African-American to star in a weekly radio program aimed at the general audience, playing the role of a maid on the Bula Show. So an Academy Award is given to somebody that has acted, yes, somebody that has done so well in a movie, okay? It's the same thing everybody is saying. So this is an award given to somebody, anybody that has achieved, that has done so well, they played their parts to the best of their ability. And a lot of people, majority of votes, you know, are made and they are casted in that person's favor. Then they get the award. So that's the thing that they are showing as she was holding it. But she's the first Black African-American woman to win that. Jennifer King, the first Black woman NFL coach. It's an American football coach who is the assistant running back coach for the Washington Commanders of the National Football League, NFL. King was the first Black woman to become a full-time coach in the NFL, following her promotion to assistant running back coach for the Washington in 2021. King also has experience as a player. She was a seven-time All-American quarterback and a wide receiver for the Carolina Phoenix women's tackle football team from 2006 to 2017. King holds a Master's of Science in Sports Administration from Liberty University and holds a Bachelor of Science in Sports Management from Guilford College. So why am I reading all this for everybody? So I'm reading all this so we can have an idea. I don't just want to come and tell you, oh, Jennifer King, the first Black woman NFL coach. No, I want you to know that it's a step-by-step process. She has achieved all these steps because she took her time, one step at a time. So now we are reading about her. Now we are talking about her. And next time is going to be you. Okay, I want you all to be ready. You're not young to make history. I want you to know that, and you will make history, okay? Next, wait. Kamala Harris. First woman and Black woman vice president of the United States. Okay, it would have been an error for us to talk about great women and don't talk about Vice President Kamala Harris. She is the first woman, first African American, and first Asian American to be vice president of this great nation. Kamala was brought up in a multicultural home. She also attended both a Black Baptist church and a Hindu temple. She chose to attend Howard University, a top historical Black university. She majored in political science and economics and joined the sorority Alpha Kappa Alpha. In 2016, Kamala became a U.S. Senator for California. She was the first South Asian American to do this. So that was in 2016. Now in 2023, that's our vice president, okay? That's a woman that holds a very, very powerful seat in the world, okay? Not just in America, in the world, because it goes beyond the bounds and the shores of America. Anywhere her name is mentioned, they will say the vice president of United States of America. So that's big. Loretta Lynch, the first Black woman to be Attorney General of the US on April 29. So before I go into Loretta Lynch, I want us to pay attention. Wait, I'm going to answer questions later. We are going to ask questions when we are done. So Loretta Lynch, she's a lawyer, okay, when they say Attorney General, okay, somebody that went to law school, they got the top law degree. So now they can make laws, they can help people in the presidential office, they can help this judicial system by straightening and forming and making some laws that can help each and every one of us, okay? So this woman holds that office. On April 27, 2015, Loretta Lynch was sworn in as a 83rd Attorney General of the United States. She was the first African-American woman to hold the post. Lynch earned a bachelor's degree in English and American literature from Howard University in 1981 and a law degree from Howard Law School in 1984. She then worked as a litigation associate at the New York City. As Attorney General, Lynch made police reform a priority of the Department of Justice. During her tenure, the DOJ, Department of Justice, conducted investigations into the law enforcement departments of various cities, notably Baltimore, Maryland, and Chicago, Illinois, following a series of high-profile allegations of police brutality. So when she was in office, she also paid attention and she brought to light so many things that were hidden. A lot of people don't know, a lot of you don't know about police brutality. So I'm not going to scare you today. I'm not going to make that an issue. But as you continue to grow in the next 4 years, 3 years, we are going to be talking about that, okay? I know your parents can talk to you about that, but now, since we are just studying about these women, we are not going to go into that. Thank you. Katherine Jackson. We also did study about Katherine Jackson the last time. She's also known as Katherine Globe. She was an American mathematician whose calculations of orbital mechanics as a NASA employee were crucial to the success of the first and subsequent US crew space flight. The space agency noted her historical role as one of the first African-American women to work as a NASA scientist. Her legacy lies not just in her indispensable support of space flights, including the successful Apollo 11, okay, I know about Apollo 13, the movie, Apollo 11, first manned flight to the moon, but in breaking barriers of race and gender in the fields of mathematics and science. For this, she received the highest honors, the presidential honors. So with that said, I don't know about you. I don't know what you're thinking of doing. I don't know if math comes easy to you. I don't know if you enjoy all these things, but there's something you enjoy. So definitely, we are going to continue. We are going to continue. And for all our men, thank you so much. For our brothers, thank you so much for cheering us on. Okay, thank you for cheering.
Thank you. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye, friends.
Have a good weekend.
Have a beautiful weekend.
Join Inspire Me Stories for the next episode. Join us live. Sign up by sending us an email at programs@amalifeinitiatives.org. We'd love to see you, and remember, you will always learn something new. See you then.